Today's video is brought to us by Aventon. Aventon makes durable, dependable, high-performing e-mobility products that thrill and delight riders over and over again. Aventon manufactures all of their own components versus other competitors who assemble piece by piece from different manufacturers, and Aventon's frames are built to be compatible with most standard bike accessories. It's a superior product at an accessible price point. There's a wide range of models, and Aventon owns and oversees the design and manufacture process from soup to nuts. Now, I love my Aventon e-bike, and my kids do as well. They constantly keep taking it from me. But if you're interested in your own Aventon e-bike, they're running a special right now for the month of October of 2022. If you buy 2 e-bikes, they'll give you $250 off using the code here on the screen, buy 2, save $250. You can use my link down below to learn more, and as a side note, Aventon is the only e-bike manufacturer that offers discounts for first responders and our military. Thanks to Aventon for sponsoring the video, and let's get into today's topic. Some prominent gun groups have joined forces to sue a locality in California regarding their sensitive places because California State is trying to adopt that, just missed it narrowly by a vote in the wee hours of the morning, and striking preemptively to kill this ordinance in Glendale, California, could very much help the state of California going forward. The groups that I'm going to tell you about today are the California Rifle and Pistol Association, Gun Owners of California, as well as the Second Amendment Foundation. They have filed suit against Glendale, California, who has instituted a ton of sensitive places in their city because they want to restrict the rights of good people, empower the criminal, take the rights away from the good people so the bad guys will take over, people will fear, they'll want bigger government. It's a loop. It's just a constant timeline they play over and over and over again going up to the elections. Now, of course, I'm going to say it again. This is a direct violation of the Bruen case, the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association versus Bruen case out of the Supreme Court, in which Clarence Thomas has said, in order for a restriction of the Second Amendment to stand, it must pass the text, history, and tradition of the Second Amendment, the text of the Second itself, and or the history and tradition of the country around the time of the adoption of the Second Amendment, 1791. I'm going to tell you some of the lists of these sensitive places, and you tell me in the comments below if in 1791 these were prohibited places or sensitive places. Let's see, in Glendale, they have all city parks, plazas, open spaces owned by the city. Well, the city's not a business. It's actually taxpayers' money, so the taxpayers are the owners. You know, facts, schmacks. Public libraries. I believe there's 8 of them. There's 3 downtown parking garages that are off limits. Any city-owned or operated parking lots. The Glendale Civic Auditorium. The Civic Center Complex. And all private companies who are under contract in some way with the city, and I'm sure there's others that I missed because I just went through it real quick. But this lawsuit looks to say plainly that this violates Bruen, thus it is patently unconstitutional, and it is on the city of Glendale in order to prove that all of those locations were sensitive places during the time, the history and tradition of the country in 1791 when the Second Amendment was adopted. Now, to all these gun controllers who are putting these sensitive places in, what they're doing is they're attacking one clause that the Supreme Court said in the Bruen case, in the oral arguments, and as well as in the decision. And it said sensitive places. Some sensitive places that were historically sensitive places were places like courthouses, legislative assemblies, polling places, and schools. Off the top of my head, I think that's the only 4 that they mentioned. Well, the anti-gunners are like, well, if they say those, we can add these. And they're trying. And New York got smacked down, and New Jersey is doing the same thing. Now, California is in a lawsuit. You can see what's happening here. And I really don't think Glendale, California will be able to prove that these places were sensitive locations back in the day. Now, this is a big case because should they win, which I really do think they will, even in California, it's going to stop California from being able to do this at the state level because that's the next step. SB, I forgot it was SB, help me, brain fart, SB 918. 918. I came on that day and told you that Sam Paredes from Gun Owners of California texted me at like 5:45 a.m. my time, 3 hours difference from California, and telling me he was just getting out of the State House. That's how long that Gun Owners of California stayed on scene to fight to stop this bill. It went to the last minute of the session. And they're coming swinging during the new session. They want this bad, and this lawsuit, if it goes the right way, will stop them in their tracks. So this is another one that bears watching. There's a lot of lawsuits going on right now, and I'll be honest, they all blend together right now. So if you want to stay in the know, subscribe to the channel down below. I will do my best to keep you up to date with each and every single one of them. And if you also want to be notified of when I put out new content, hit that bell icon and toggle it to all notifications. That way YouTube will tell you when I put out new videos or go live. And I want to thank each and every single one of you for allowing me to bring you the news every single day. And I will continue to do that as long as folks watch. And I'm very grateful that you all do. Until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. That's what the Second Amendment is for. That's what we do with it. And that's what the tyrannical anti-gunners fear the most, because we take away their power with our rights. See you on the next one. Take care.